This is my no-hit 100% kill run of Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders. Check the description for the rules I'm following. If you like the video, give it a like. This is E1M4, the guard tower. So the first thing I have to do here is turn around and grab this Tome of Power. Now I'm immediately going to bolt it out of here. I don't really want to deal with the gargoyles because once I start fighting them, other gargoyles will show up, it'll turn into a whole mess. There's a whole lot of enemies who are going to wake up in a second. I'm going to grab this claw ammo because I need that, because we're going to be grabbing the claw here. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of ducking and diving here, running across the level and just making sure that I'm not left vulnerable. So the reason I've come over here is because I want to grab the crossbow. Now I do want to run into the water over here. Now that I'm in the water over here, I can take care of all these enemies a lot easier. There's a lot more space over here. I don't really want to be fighting them in the actual city port itself because there's a lot of angles they can come at me from, but from here I can control the flow of the enemies. So there's a whole lot of enemies who are chasing me here, so I just need to make sure that I'm staying on top of that. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies who are just kind of making their way towards me very slowly here. Take care of you. Just need to be careful that I don't get attacked from behind because there are a lot of enemies here. So let's get rid of you. So yeah, this is a very hectic start to this level, but I find this is a lot better than trying to coax my way through carefully, because that only invites all these enemies to attack me like in the middle of the city, and they can come at you from all sides. Because as you can see, there's a lot of open areas here and a lot of close spaces that make combat really difficult. So I'm going to head back towards the start of the level, just making sure that nothing's following me. As you can see, there are some enemies who are still following me, and that's kind of why I'm doing this in the way I'm doing it here. I'm not doing this to make things easier for myself. It's just a case of like, these guys will chase me through the level relentlessly. This raises the platform to the yellow key, so we'll get rid of the warrior that's defending the yellow key there. Ooh. So there's some shots coming in from behind there. Gonna grab it. Make sure you move quickly there because that does come down to crush you. So yeah, some claw ammo there. Very nice. As you can see, more enemies still chasing me. One thing I do like about Heretic versus Doom is that these city levels in particular, these like dock, so like this is like a dock town. This feels like an actual dock town. Like, it looks good. The aesthetics are really clean. Ooh. Let's get rid of you two. This is something I feel that Doom struggles with, but like Heretic doesn't. So that's 1 point to Heretic. Get rid of you. Excellent. So now I'm going to go down the other side here because there are some enemies down this side. Now, this little fella here is easy to take care of. Going to dive in here, dive down the stairs here. So we have the yellow key, but I don't really want to go into that area unless I have all these enemies here cleared, because as you can see, there's a bunch of warriors hanging out at the top there. And the thing is, we're going to have to deal with them eventually because I want that Tome of Power. Tome of Powers are very useful. You want to have at least one on hand, if possible. I'm also running a bit low on decent ammo here, which is not doing me any favours. So what I'm doing here, I'm just looking around, seeing if I can find any crossbow ammo. I don't think I am. There is a secret here. Now, this secret is a bit perilous, but you know, you've got to kind of do what you can. I'm coming here because I've woken the enemy up and I'm trying to get it to walk all the way down to the bottom. Luckily, it started walking down. It wasn't able to punch me. That was lucky. Now, there's a bunch of enemies here. So yeah, oh god, that was so close. So you can see here, there's a load of enemies out here. The reason I've come here is because there's a bunch of ammo, but it comes with a price tag, and that price tag is these lovely gargoyles and golems. Luckily, we've taken care of that. So if you go around here, it opens up onto the docks there, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to get rid of these guys now that I've got more ammo to do so. Excellent. So I'm just making sure that nothing is following me. As you've seen, there's lots of monsters who've been tailing me through the level, but there's a lot more monsters in here that we have to deal with. So we'll take out the golem there and the gargoyle that's trying to follow him through. So yeah, we'll take care of the monsters at the door here. Luckily, there's nothing too much happening here. It's just a case of being really careful. Like seeing those golems up there, for example. So I'm just going to come up here to check that there's nothing crazy happening. Get rid of these golems. So we don't have any Dragon Claw ammo, but there's luckily some there. So that's some nice arrows there. Needed those. Just going to take a second here. Just going to wait for all these gargoyles to come up onto me. I was going to see if I can take out some of the warriors over there. Yeah, the crossbow isn't a great sniper weapon, but there we go, managed to get rid of that one, at least. So I'm going to head up here, going to make sure that the golem here is taken care of. Once I make a move on the green key, the door there will open up and let the warriors out. Check. Yeah, so there's some gargoyles who've come in from. There's a bunch of barrels to the left there. So the next aim is to head down there and grab the green key. Again, what I'm doing here, just heading in here. This is where those warriors were earlier on, the ones we fought on that raised platform. It's probably a good idea to go and get that Tome of Power because we'll probably be needing it imminently. So yeah, as soon as I grab this, the wall behind me is going to open up. Another Heretic Classic, but luckily I have an egg. So yeah, let's just get rid of the eggies. Let's get rid of the chickens, sorry. Don't know why I called them eggies. So yeah, that wasn't too much of a problem for me. So we're going to head in and grab the green key here. So I have to be careful here because there's a bunch of gargoyles hanging around this keep here. And there's a bunch of barrels here as well, which means I'm not going to be able to freely move inside. There's quite a few of them still. So I'm just going to very carefully try and get them to come towards this door here. Also got to be careful because there's another warrior in there now. As you can see, because we've kind of gone in there, like they've seen us and they're going to take pot shots at me. I do kind of want them to go away. I'm also waiting here because this gives the gargoyles a chance to come through and to, you know, let me attack them. So yeah, I'm just going to use the bucket Tome of Powers here. Like, I got tired of waiting there. They weren't going to be coming through. So I'm going to run in here because, see here, we can now get in here, kill these guys. So yeah, I want to be as quick as possible here because at the end of this level, there's a bunch of, well, you'll see them. Let's kill you. You'll see them. So this is the first time we're seeing this enemy here. These guys are a nightmare to deal with. But luckily, if you use the Tome of Power, it should make things a lot easier. And we're one enemy short. Oh. Well, that's a touch awkward. So, that enemy is probably in the village somewhere, back in the docks, because there's so many little hidey holes, there's so many little hidden places. So I'm just going to quickly run around here just to make sure it's not at the start. This is the worst thing about some of these levels. They're really great, but like, because there's so many little hidey holes, no, it's not you. Like, sometimes enemies can either get lost while they're chasing you, get stuck in a wall. It can be a bit frustrating. So I'm just going to quickly have a nosy around. There we go. So yeah, you can see here there's one hidden in a secret compartment here. And that's all the enemies killed on this level. So yeah, this level was a bit more challenging because this was a big level with a lot of enemies and not so much ammo, unless you know all the secrets are. But yeah, fun level, the guard tower. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you for the next Heretic video when that goes up. Thank you very much.